The good news with Elena.
Hello, top of the day to you. It's good to know that you are in good health and you're in sound mind, and it gladdens my heart to know that you're still kicking. I know that the lockdown has been kind of frustrating at some point, but thank God that we are pulling through gradually. And in no distant time, we'll be back to our normal life. Did I say normal life? No. We're going to be back like we never left. Like we're going to be able to overcome and, achieve those things that we would have achieved and more if we hadn't gone in this lockdown. God will restore all the things that we had lost, all the things that seemed difficult. I'm very optimistic that everything will be fine. So, let's come back home a little. I want to tell you something that happened to me a couple of months ago. It's a very short story, but I just can't help but share it, okay? So there was this Sunday, I was coming back from church, and I wasn't really very happy that day. So I sat down somewhere a bit lonely in the bus where, you don't have to sit close to anybody. You just want to be on your own. That was how I felt that day. And so I sat down, I was staring at the window, counting the cars that were passing by. I just wanted to get home, And so the bus highlighted at a bus stop, and a lady came in and she sat just opposite me. At first I was like, oh no, because I wanted to be alone. I was sad kind of. And so, but I just ignored and we kept going. She came in the bus with a son about 4 or 5 years old, and they were staring at me. Oh my God, now what? The son wanted to talk to me, but somehow we really couldn't talk, and she summoned courage to say hello, and I replied hello, and we started off more like on a very brief conversation, and then it was her bus stop. Okay, she had actually spent more time sitting down looking at me than we had to talk, so she had to highlight, and I waved goodbye and I went back home. For me, that was just like a normal day. But in my heart, she kept coming through, and I was like, why did this lady say hello? What was so special about today, And just the next Sunday, I was sitting at that same spot. It was actually not planned because I was feeling a bit better this time. But she just came again. Same place, same time, and same seat. And when she saw me, she smiled, and I was really happy. Like, it was such a coincidence, but it was not ordinary. I know that it was just God planning her path, directing our steps, telling us when to go, when to stay, when to wait, if the bus should delay or not. And that was how we met again. And this time we could talk. I could express myself to her. I shared some very, personal stories, and she also shared her experience with me. And it got dawned on me that this was not just a random person you meet every day. This is someone that is meant to be met. She's someone that should impact in your life. And what I benefited from her as a friend, as a big sister, is not something I could just keep within myself. And so I decided to feature her in one of our series on Core Talk with Ami. I hope that you will find her as interesting as I've found her, and I hope that you will benefit from all that she has to offer. She's going to be available for as many as those who want to talk with her personally, or those who want to leave comments on her video. I just know that this is an opportunity for you to have someone like Elena. She's passionate about teenagers. She's passionate about young people. She's ready to go the extra mile to make sure that she fits into your shoes. So whatever it is that you think no one else understands, God is using people to speak with you. God is using people to reach you. God is using people to put an end to your loneliness, to your sadness, to your guilt, to your frustration and battles. I'm certain about this, and I hope you grab the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Elena.
Hello everyone, it gladdens my heart to be here with you on this platform. My name is Elena, I would like to share my story with you. First, here's a short story about me. My parents are Russians, but they lived in a Muslim country that was part of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. I was born in Tajikistan. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, but I don't know anything about my father. My stepfather was a soldier. When I was just 4 years old, something happened in my life. My older siblings taught me how to smoke cigarettes. Adults weren't involved in our upbringing, so we smoked, stole cigarettes and food, and my older brothers and sister drank alcohol. I didn't know anything about Jesus Christ because no one believed in Jesus. This was the period of the communists. One day, my little sister was taken to the hospital in a critical condition. She was only 8 months old. Doctors said there was no chance. Her brain, lungs, and heart weren't functioning on their own. They added, "Be prepared for burial." My mother was crying. One doctor said quietly to my mother, "Only God will help you, pray." My mother didn't know how to pray. When she got home, she told us, her 4 children, to pray. Prayer to God was the only chance to save our little sister. We prayed and wept out. In the morning, my mother got a call from the hospital and she was told to come to the hospital urgently because a miracle happened during my sister was absolutely healthy. Then we cried out with joy and happiness. That event in all the details was imprinted on my soul and heart. I was 5 years old and I really wanted to find God and say thank you to Him. I asked adults about God, but no one knew anything. There were communists, atheists, and Muslims around. When we moved around Russia many times, wherever we went, I asked people about God. Where does He live? How do I find Him? When I was 13 years old, I was given a New Testament. I read about the life of Jesus Christ and how much He loves people. That Jesus died for all people on the earth, communists, atheists, Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, etc. Jesus died for all sinners to save them from eternal separation from our Heavenly Father. I know that all people have only one Father in heaven, so we all are brothers and sisters on the earth, no matter what country we live in or the color of skin. My heart was filled with unexplainable love and purity. I was filled with joy. In the New Testament, I read that I needed to join a Christian church and grow spiritually. I started looking for a church, and it took me for almost 6 years. I was 19 years old when I met Christians and joined the church. God has cured me of my chronic illnesses, filled my life with sense and happiness. I have a beloved husband and 2 beautiful children. We love Jesus, and our hearts are open to people from all nations. If you are going through difficult times today, pray to Jesus Christ, and He will hear you and help you. If you don't know how to pray, write to me, and I will pray with you. Write about your feelings and experiences. Jesus loves you. You are dear to Him. I bless you all, my dear friends.